Well, first we want to share a little bit about our exciting kind of long weekends that we had about a week ago. Just a week ago.
Just a week ago.
You were decided that you were going to go on the boys'
our annual fishing, walleye
fishing.
opener fishing trip that I haven't gone for about 4 or 5 years. So it was kind of exciting to get back together with all the guys again. We had 12 people total, including me, and it was fun. We had 5 boats, and we caught a few fish. It wasn't as good as some other years that we've gone where usually we get our limit. This year we didn't get our limit. I think the weather got too warm too soon, and the fish went downstream, and that's another story. But anyway, we had fun. We had fun. It was very windy. The sun was out most days, but it was quite windy, so we were always battling the waves and all of that. But it was a lot of fun, and of course I'll do it again. Yeah. Of course, my decision to go to
so you're fishing, then I
precipitated
I thought I should take a mother-daughter trip with Megan, and I've always wanted to take Megan to New York City, and she has not been. And we were there once in 2002 to celebrate our 25th anniversary.
Right.
And we went on the UW Marshfield Wood County Theater trip. And that was an awesome trip because it gave us a really good overview of the city, saw some great plays, and then made us want to go back again. And now it's been 15 years.
15 years later, you
did not get back, so I thought it was time to go back again.
Yeah, had a good excuse.
And I would take Megan. So I had a lot of fun planning the trip. Prior to going, I had lined up 3 plays. Phantom of the Opera, primarily because it's the longest running musical right now on Broadway.
That's right.
Okay.
That's true.
Lion King because everybody says it's amazing. So then we decided we would see another play, which was beautiful, the Carole King musical. So we ended up, we started on a Thursday and we flew bright and early, 6 a.m. from Madison, and got into New York by 9:30. We couldn't get into our Airbnb yet, so we found our first coffee place. It was a cave.
You have to have a coffee.
Absolutely. So we're kind of plotting some of the things that we were going to be doing, and then we were able to get into our Airbnb. And it's just in kind of this nondescript neighborhood. There's like a meat market next to it, and
it's actually called that neighborhood. I looked it up. The neighborhood you were in was called Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen, which was really interesting.
This is Heaven's Kitchen.
Right.
So you had a little contrast there from what you're used to.
Right.
Okay.
So Hell's Kitchen. So we were in the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood, and it was beautiful. So we took off for Central Park. We were in Midtown Manhattan, and just a beautiful day, And then we went to Phantom of the Opera that evening. And then a real highlight was getting up the next morning, standing in line for 2 hours to try to go into GMA for the Good Morning America show. The real highlight was having my picture taken with Michael Strahan and Robin Roberts, which was really cool. And for those of you who remember Hanson, the boy band from like 20 years ago, they were playing restaurants, just great restaurants.
Yeah.
Italian restaurants.
Lots of them around there.
Just so many. 5 Napkin Burger we went to. One of the last restaurants. The pubs. Went to an Irish
St. Patrick's pub.
A different Irish pub too for a breakfast. And then St. Patrick's pub was our last afternoon actually.
Yeah.
And Megan thought it was kind of cute because on the outside it has a sign, all day happy hour. I mean, who has an all day happy hour? I think we need to talk to Paul and Rita Meyer.
Leave it to the Irish. They will do something like that.
Needs to start an all day happy hour. We got a lot of culture as well as all the plays, that we saw and wonderful restaurants. Had a 9-hour tour of the city, which was amazing. We stopped off at the Empire State Building, went up 86 flights, and also went to the Statue of Liberty, which was on the tour. The Italian restaurants. Ferrara was a little bakery, bought some wonderful cannoli, and just really, really fun. The last day, we actually went to the Museum of Modern Art. Some really delightful things was seeing the Starry Night picture, painting, which was really awesome. The water lilies, I had no idea it's actually 3 huge murals, not just a small, painting, so that was kind of interesting.
That either.
Picasso has, I don't know if it's 50 some or more paintings there, so that was really interesting to see all of his paintings. In Mexico, we had, had gotten information about Frida Kahlo.
Yeah,
and she has
I
an
remember that.
original
We were there
there.
just last
Yeah,
February.
everything
You gonna
went
go back?
really well. Absolutely.
You gonna take me?
I will take you.
Okay.
The trip was a huge success.
So is fishing.
Can't
just so
wait
you know.
to go back
We had-
again.
I caught 5 fish. So.
And I'd like to say I join you on fishing, but I honestly I can't think of anything worse than sharing a cabin with 12 men. I mean, oh my gosh. So, but anyway,
It
but
was
I
a
would
big-
definitely
it was a big lodge, though.
take you on another New York trip.
I would enjoy
so
going
if you're
back.
good and you work hard and don't give me too much grief,
Too much stress?
I might
Okay.
take you
All right,
sometime.
thanks.
So
I appreciate that.
Anyway, so we are done, I think, with this kind of segment of our show. And now, because we've been kind of busy ever since we got back, just like 3 days ago, I can't believe it.
I know.
So I
It's
thought,
like-
what are we going to make today? So we I
had
talked to
suggestions
Brianna,
from our videographers.
and so we're going to have a guest appearance from the cooking chef, Brett Butler. Take it away, Brett.
Hey, he's our guy. He's our guy.
So we thought it'd be fun to do something Italian, and that would be kind of in conjunction with the wonderful Italian food that we had
Yeah.
when we were in New York. So
Yeah. So we're gonna make some of my homemade Alfredo. So it's a white sauce based pasta. We're gonna have mushrooms and zucchini and garlic and good seasonings, some sun-dried tomatoes, and I guess we'll show you how to do it.
okay, cool.
All right.
Do we just get to observe, or do we need our
I
help
could
with
use some
anything?
help if
Okay.
you could.
we'll help
Okay.
you. You just tell us
So-
Okay,
when
what do
and
you want
where
us to
and
do?
what to do.
Well, Gary's got the pasta going, so we're
Should
gonna
I-
need garlic.
should I
We're
start
gonna
that
need
now?
Garlic smashed.
pasta? Should I put it in?
Well, yeah, you can go ahead and
Okay.
put it in. That's
Okay.
okay. So we're gonna need, I think, what do you think? For 5 people, 3 cloves of garlic?
I think so.
I think so too. And then I'll slice the mushrooms. And Gary, if you want to handle the sun-dried tomatoes.
So am I supposed to like smash this? Gary's the one that always does this.
Normally, what I do when I'm working with garlic is I cut the ends off.
Okay.
Okay, because you got skin on there anyway, and the ends you can't really use. So then I get rid of them,
Okay.
and that makes it easier to
Now,
peel the outside layer off.
did we ever share? Somebody shared with us how you can also get the skin off of the garlic. You put it in like some kind of a container and just shake it. Have you ever
Oh,
done
okay.
that?
I've never done that. See, because it usually
Yeah.
doesn't take me too long to get the skin off, and then by smashing, I usually just push.
Okay.
So I usually push it
That
down.
smells good.
So then it's semi-flat, so you can work with it. And from there, you can slice it up like this, and then
You
I
look
usually
like
go.
a professional slicer.
Yeah, I've done this once or twice before,
That's
and
right,
then I
'cause
usually slice it this way.
because you've had experience also working in
Yeah.
In
restaurants.
a restaurant.
Yeah, in a restaurant. Yep. I used to work at the brew pub here in town.
That's right, our favorite restaurant.
So yeah, something like that.
Okay.
That size is good.
What do you want me to do with the tomatoes then, Brett?
Okay, so we'll slice those up the same as this, so nice and fine.
All of these?
Probably not all of them. Well, there's
Like-
5 of us, so
Like about half?
yeah,
that?
that looks good. That
Okay.
looks like a lot. So.
All right. So,
Um,
are you using that knife right now?
Yeah, I'm using this one. So if we want to grab
Okay,
another one,
I'm gonna grab another one.
but
I
I'll
don't
kind
think-
of show you how I want them done.
Okay, I'll
So
be
again,
right
I'm
back.
going to slice these the long way first.
So is your Alfredo? Is that your favorite thing to make?
I think so. I don't know. It's easy. People seem to like it a lot. So something like this.
So real fine.
Yeah.
Did you say, I heard you say, go the long way first?
Yep. And then I just
And then-
cut it
okay.
horizontally after that. Good.
So
Okay, so now that we got our sun-dried tomatoes and garlic chopped,
2 more minutes.
we have 2 things left, and that's our
Ooh.
mushrooms here, and then zucchini.
do you want me to
So-
cut the zucchini or how?
No.
Yeah, you can cut the zucchini.
Okay.
So what we'll do with this is we'll just kind of do it in quarters, about 1/2 inch thick.
Okay.
So usually, slice the end off of both sides,
Okay.
and then Gary can help
What can I
me.
do next?
Leave
We
the
we
like
can-
this?
mushrooms?
Yeah, we can help me slice. Perfect.
like that?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I usually just go
Oh, and then half
once
again?
in half, and then half again,
Oh,
just
okay.
because you end up with little chunks. It can be a little
Yep.
thicker than that, I think.
Okay.
Otherwise, they'll cook faster than everything in there.
Okay.
And then-
You can show me how you like these. Is that too thick?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. Whoa.
So now,
Look at this guy.
You've been watching the Chew
the chew.
I don't do stuff that
with
fast.
Mario Batali and
You apparently
Michael
have never
Simon
watched the chew.
Gary, we'll
Look
race.
at that
How's
guy.
that?
I bet you never have to trim your fingernails, do you?
There we go.
Do you get many fingernails in your food at home?
No.
Just like, cha, 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 it's like a machine gun. Okay, where we going with it?
So Brett,
All right.
show us how you make your Alfredo.
Okay, so now I have the pan on high. I'm ready to
you're
heat
good.
up my ingredients. I usually start with the thicker stuff that I know it's going to take longer to cook.
Okay.
So we'll leave our zucchini out for a little bit. We'll leave our sun-dried tomatoes out for a little bit, and we'll leave our garlic out. So I guess the first thing I do is grab some butter. This is about a tablespoon and a half. So you let that melt down.
So how often?
And
do
it's
you
all
make
is going to
this?
move pretty quickly. So
Yeah. How often do you make your Alfredo?
what would you say? Probably once every month at least.
Okay.
Not enough.
Not enough.
So now I'll add my mushrooms.
And how many times have we been to their house for Alfredo?
Once.
Once.
We have been.
Once we have. You're
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So now they came to our house for Alfredo.
There
we can
go.
do that.
And we showed you how.
I'm excited. I'm excited
So
to
we'll
do
toss it up a little bit.
Oh, and Brett's
that.
one
Look
of
at
those
that.
that
Oh,
tosses
this
stuff.
guy could
Oh,
be on
man.
TV. I have not tried that on TV.
I think you better practice a lot first.
I need to practice a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll grab my knife here. We'll add some garlic.
Did you need
No.
any kind of? So you're just gonna toss everything? Oh boy, isn't he smart?
Oh, isn't he
I'll
cool?
probably need a spoon eventually.
Okay.
I'll get you one of those.
Okay.
Would you
Now
like
it's going to
to-
start smelling really good.
Just so that we know that you really are human. That you.
I'm going to turn this down just
I'm
a
gonna
hair.
put
It's
this.
a little hotter
I'm
than
gonna
I'm
put
used
this
to.
right here. Yeah, turn that down a little bit. I'll give you a.
So do you have
flat
an
spoon.
electric oven or gas?
We have an electric, actually. I wish I had a gas because they're a little nicer. Okay,
Yeah.
splash of olive oil. Okay, now we really start going.
Look at this guy. He doesn't spill any on there either.
Well, that's
can-
normally not the case.
I can only
My
imagine.
wife Brianna
Can you imagine what I would do if I were flipping that stuff up in the air?
I really hate to imagine that.
First of all, we'd have to uninvite half of the people that we invited to our house because half of it would be on the floor or on the stove burning.
We're gonna pick up this little piece.
Okay?
We may slip on
Okay,
it.
now the
No, we
zucchini.
don't want to do that.
Oop, see, there goes the zucchini. I think I lost one.
Oh,
under
don't worry
the-
Oh,
about it.
it's under there.
Under the.
Gary will catch that later.
Yeah.
As soon as you talk to me about not spilling, that's when I start spilling.
You know, it's the jinx. It's like
Okay.
it's like the sports announcer jinx.
Now let's mix it all up. It's all in the wrist, Gary.
I can see
You
that.
can practice this at home with a little rice in a pan, and you just kind of get the feel for it. Again, practice kind of makes perfect.
Oh, sure.
And
Look
you
at
know,
this.
we'll let this simmer down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is at a good temperature. So the next thing we're going to add is going to be a dry white wine, and that's to what's called deglaze the pan. So you got to get all the good leftover stuff from your garlic and your vegetables off the pan and into your dish. So
Okay.
that's what we're going to do here in just a second. Just when you see things are starting to cook up. So you can see these mushrooms are getting a little
Yep.
softer.
Starting to water out a little bit.
Yep, they get a little
And-
smaller, they change color.
And you never put a cover on this.
No,
You don't need a
yeah,
cover.
I don't think we need a cover. I'm used to,
Just cooking without.
yeah,
Okay.
cooking on the fly.
Because you get it done, then you're ready to eat it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so now you can tell it's simmered down a little bit, not so violently
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
So now we'll add a splash of this.
Now it gets
Okay.
wild again.
Now it gets wild again. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I'm not used to making in this quantity. There. So how much would you say that was?
But I
That's
have
probably a
cup-
half
About a
cup.
half cup.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna let this bubble down until it's pretty much well reduced,
Okay.
and then we'll add our heavy
cream.
cream. And between the time of the heavy cream and the cheese and your seasonings, you don't have a lot of time. So make sure you have it all open, ready to go at your side. That way you don't end up burning the cheese into the bottom of the pan. Then it's
Yeah.
clean.
Then it's tough to clean.
Yep.
That's my job. Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So you reduce this for what's it take? About 5 minutes?
Yeah,
Because
probably.
you got a couple things going working against it. The mushrooms are still probably watering off a little bit, and then the wine is
Yeah.
reducing. So But it'll all eventually reduce.
Yep.
Smells good already. You haven't even added the seasoning.
So it looks like it's time to add the heavy whipping cream and the seasoning. So for this amount, I'm going to be a little generous with our heavy whipping cream.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
So that is about a cup. Looks
About
like.
a cup, yeah. We're doing
Enough
5
to-
portions. So
Yep.
if you're doing at home, you'll want to,
Do less.
less.
Or if
Obviously.
you're really hungry, you do just the same amount.
True. Yep. And then we're going to add our spices. So we're going to start off here with a little thyme. Got some thyme on your hands.
You have time on your hands.
Yeah, so,
I seem to never have enough. You are.
So that was about
greedy
what,
here
a
tonight.
teaspoon? We'll do about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. How's that?
Good.
And then this is Italian seasoning. I'm usually pretty generous with that. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then oregano. Now, one thing I do when I cook is I always smell the spice because you're going to know what flavor it's going to add to your food. So it's always good to smell, and then this is a little sweeter, so you don't need as much.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's going to overpower the dish. So,
Right.
So we're going to let this soak together a little bit. I'm going to try not to make a huge
Whoa!
mess.
I want to see this not making a mess. What? Look at this guy.
I'm impressed.
I am very,
So
very
mix
impressed.
mix it together.
I am thinking.
I think you got yourself a new cook.
I think so.
You're gonna bring him in
and
when
now
when you're short.
when you know you need to add the cheese, you'll see these bubbles. They'll get real big, okay, and they'll kind of take over the thing, and it looks like it's about to burn. That's when we add our cheese, and then after that, it's pretty much ready to serve.
And then
so
we'll pour it when it's all done. We're gonna pour this
pour it over some pasta.
over the pasta. That'll be on individual plates.
Yeah. So this part doesn't take real long. It'll probably be in
Okay.
the next minute.
Minute or 2. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. I cooked down a little lower. 'cause
I
I'm trying
see
to
the bubbles
do
coming now.
instructions as we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see the bubbles getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And in a second here, you'll see it'll reach a flashing point basically, and it'll start to take over. And because it's milk based, you want to make sure you continually moving it and it's not sitting for too long.
So it doesn't stick to the bottom.
Yeah. So you can see it's getting pretty frothy now.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and looks like it's time to add our cheese. And you can never have too much cheese.
Never have too much cheese. It's just like butter.
So, about how much cheese are you going to put in there, Brett?
That was probably what, a cup and a half?
That looked about a cup and a half.
Cup and a
Yep.
half, somewhere in that range. Okay, now if you try and toss this, you might make a mess, but we'll see. Kept it pretty clean.
I'm
Very
impressed,
good.
Brett. I am just
Especially-
really
Okay.
impressed.
Especially with the straight up size. A lot of times when guys on TV have the rounded pans.
Yeah,
This is
I'm not
this is
used to
straight-
working with an edge
This is a
pan,
straight side pan. That's impressive.
but all right.
Next time you can use our big round pan. That might
Yeah, we could have.
we can
Okay.
experiment a little bit more.
And of course, you can add salt or pepper to taste. I usually let the guests do that.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for the pasta?
I am ready for the
Okay.
pasta. All right. And it does stick a little bit, so you'll want to keep an eye on it. And we're just about at the point where we would have had a mess on our hands had we left it go any longer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll keep this with this guy. Now.
Yeah. Stir it in.
Yeah, I think we're just about the right amount of noodles too.
Good.
Maybe a little.
And now it was
much, but-
interesting every once in a while on the Chew, which I like to watch when I can watch. Mario Battelli, and he's either from Italy or his family's from Italy, and he talks about all of the various pastas, that you can use, and basically says that you are supposed to have whatever your sauce is supposed to be basically like a dressing, not
Not
so-
swimming, not
swimming
soaked
And that
in it.
looks
so
like
that looks
Just
great.
that is
Yeah.
perfect. That is
Yep.
perfect.
All right, and then sometimes I'll add a little parsley on top just for
Sure.
color.
Yeah,
or
just-
whatever
yeah, just
you're
a little-
presenting.
So should we adjourn to
All right.
the dining room where we're
think
all
we
set
should.
for their
We
pasta?
should.
Okay.
Let's do
All
that.
right.
Okay.
We're just going to taste this,
Okay.
and then our guests are going to sit down and enjoy our pasta.
I think Brett needs to take the first.
Well, he's serving, so he's
I'm
kind of busy.
Oh,
Yeah.
So should we go ahead
And according to Emily Post and all the people, when you have hot food, you don't wait for all 5 people to be served. You just start eating, okay?
Okay.
I would put this up against the pastas that we had in New York City.
Oh, man, yeah.
Flavors, all of the vegetables, the flavors, the thyme, everything in there is just wonderful. Brett?
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very
That's high praise.
It's very good.
And it's made with love.
And made with
Yeah,
love.
absolutely.
And
That's the secret
and
ingredient.
That's the
that's
secret
what
ingredient.
really helps. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Ruth and Gary and Brett. So until next time, happy cooking.
What you're going to do then is we're going to talk quick about whatever Ruthie did in New York. And
I'm
then
not
you-
sure if that can be quick or not.
May not be. Just don't bore people with your
I will try
entire
not to.
trip about everything you did. Just, you know. Yes. And then
Jen-
Be like, I went fishing.
cut. That's enough. I went this big,
How big was the fish?
this big,
That big.
this big.
So why was it so little than what you brought home to
Oh,
eat?
there was a lot of bones and scales and skin that came off. That's why.
I see. If she gets in the way, say back off.
And sometimes I'll far.
hair.
You know, I can
Great.
see that I'm okay if I'm below.
Great or gray?
Great.
Great. Okay. What do you call time in a bottle?